Okay, so finally here we are. I'm doing the video explaining the time management tips the smart way that I've posted in my Instagram account a few days ago. So I've started doing the 4 quadrants of 4 priorities. So priority 1 is the first quadrant, then priority 2, priority 3, and then priority 4. And before we start with the activity, I've listed all of the to-do list today. I mean, all of my tasks today that I have to work on. And then, tutulungan niya tayo. Siya maglalagay ng mga priority dito, mga post-it dito, para makita natin yung whole exercise, kung paano siya nag-work. So, let's start. First off, sinulat ko yung task ko not in order of priority pa. Basta, nag-jot down lang ako ng mga tasks ko. So, hindi ko pa alam kung ano yung uunahin ko and kung ano yung matitira sa dulo. So, this is the goal of the exercise. For us to be able to identify which is our priority task, para if merong matira na task for the day na hindi natin magawa, sure tayo na priority 4 siya or not so important tasks. Okay, let's start. First in my list, I have to do an X-ray today outside in a clinic kasi my requirement na X-ray to be able to visit to my to a hospital that I have to visit my grandmother today. I mean as soon as possible. So one of the requirement is an X-ray, so I have to do that today. That's priority. And she will be helping us to do the post-it. Paste the post-it. Post the post-it. Thank you. Next, work-related. So, I am a full-time supply chain manager. So, meron akong 3 deadlines today. I mean, 3 important, I have 3 important tasks today. But 1 is very important and 1 is due today. So, I will start with that. And that is paying our vendor. So that will be in priority 1. Okay, next up. Meron akong kailangan tapusin na report for finance, but the due date is this week, so I'll have to put it in priority number 2. Do the drill. Next, last for my work, which is part of my daily task, is to update our Asana board, which is part of part of checking that our work is being done. So Asana is another project management tool that we use at work, and I have to make sure that I am checking that board every day, but that can be sa gabi na, hindi kailangan sa umaga kasi mostly sa umaga we are communicating with a vendor. So sa gabi na siya, I'm putting it in priority number 2. Yes, my favorite color. Okay. Aside from work, I have a bills to pay. So this one, I put it in priority number 3 because it's due tomorrow, but I was able to ask for help. So, na-delegate ko siya sa manager namin sa Future of Beauty. Siya na yung magbabayad ng bills. So, all I have to do today is to follow up if natapos na yung task. So, I'm putting it in priority number 3. Next is, today, I am so happy to tell you that this is our second distribution of relief goods for Montalban and San Mateo. So, nagkaroon kami ng, I think 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, ng donation drive for our community sa San Mateo and Montalban. So, last week, we were able to provide 200 food packs for 200 families, 100 for Montalban and 100 for San Mateo. And the same thing for today. So last night, nagpack kami and today yung distribution, which is priority number 1 because we have to finish it today. Next, grocery. I have, nakakuha ko ng alert sa mga kasama sa bahay na mayroon na ako mga groceries na kailangan bilhin. But they are minor. So, naisulat ko na minor lang. So, hindi naman super urgent na grocery items. May food pa naman kami. So, I'm putting it in priority number 3 kasi I can reschedule it. Thank you. But if I can squeeze it today, why not? So, that's why priority 3 muna siya. Next up, workout. So, this is very subjective topic. I mean, very subjective task because for me, it's priority number 1. I cannot function the whole day properly if I don't have my endorphins. So, for me, workout is priority number 1, but she has something to say. Depende siya sa tao. So, if fitness is not your priority, pwede siyang nasa ibang quadrant. That's right for you, and that's right for you too. Probably hindi ka priority 1, hindi ka priority 2, hindi ka priority 3. Fitness sa'yo is hindi rin priority. So, fitness sa'yo is priority 4. So, it depends. This is subjective. So, for the sake of explaining to you the exercise, I'm using my task, I'm using my list. So, for me, I'm putting it in priority 1. Kahit hindi ka agree siya sa akin. Okay, next is food and hygiene, which is eating 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks in between, and of course, shower, take a bath. Priority number 1 for me. Watching movies, priority number 4. Sobrang dali for me to decide. So that is one thing that ano ko ba sabihin? Give up ko na siya during the weekdays. So, watching movie for me is a weekend thing. So, since weekday to day, it's obviously at priority number 4. This is very subjective. I must tell you because I know she's disagreeing to me. For me, I need to watch at least 30 minutes a day. Right. And that's true for you too. Some of you cannot function well if walang entertainment. So for me, if that's my fitness, for you, it's at least watching movie 30 minutes a day, 1 hour, or social media 30 minutes a day, or 1 hour, it depends. Siguro for me, ito lang yung i-limit, or as long as alam mong you're doing it to distress, to continuously work on your task, and hindi yung the whole day yun na yung gagawin mo. So it's very subjective. Depende sa list mo, and depende if it's working for you, if nagbe-benefit siya for you. So for me, it's in priority number 4. Next up, for me, is meditating, which is also / power nap, which is power nap is 15 minutes for me, 15 to 30 minutes for me, and it's priority number 1. So even if I get 7 hours of sleep sa gabi, I still have my meditation / power nap for 15 to 30 minutes daily. Non-negotiable. Okay, I have a course right now that is called IG Makeover, so Instagram Makeover. So that is a course wherein they are helping us to how to post, how to manage social media, specifically Instagram. I have to give 30 minutes for that daily, but it's not a requirement. It's not a 100% very important task. For me, that's priority number 3, because kung meron lang akong extra time for that course, which is wala namang deadline, ginagawa ko, but it's on my extra time. So priority number 3 for me. Next is content for Upwork. So, meron akong ginagawang series ngayon to help people na gusto mag-work sa Upwork or mag-work sa work from home, mag-freelance. And then I'm writing contents and I'm creating videos and FB Live. So, every day dapat may output sana, and then every day sana nakakapag-post ako ng tips, but it's not a requirement because syempre, ano ko lang naman yun parang way of giving back sa freelancing community and Upwork community na mabigay ko yung tips sa mga taong gustong gawin yun. So, that is priority number 2. lastly, gardening. So, if you can see, may marami akong plants, and then marami akong plants sa buong bahay, and then sa labas din, sa taas. As much as possible, that is a breather for me pag nakakapag-garden ako, but not a requirement. That's priority number 3. Now that we have all the list, all of the post-it in our whiteboard, masusulat na natin siya sa ating to-do list for the day, depende sa kung ano naging result natin sa whiteboard. So, of course, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, yung mga nasa top ng list is nasa first quadrant, which is priority number 1, followed by priority number 2, priority number 3, and then lastly, priority number 4. So, ang end result niyan is dapat meron na kayong list and checklist. So, if ever meron tayong hindi magawa for that day, it's okay kasi yung mga nasa baba, it means hindi siya ganun ka-importante or pwede siyang ma-move for tomorrow and then pwede mo ulit gawin sa mga susunod na araw. At least, priority 1 and 2 or yung mas angat sa, mas lumabas na kailangan nating matapos is nagawa natin for the day. So, she will help us with the checklist and we will show you the end result. Let's wait for it. Also, while she's writing, very whiteboard person ako. So, sino nakaka-relate? Whiteboard user. So, ever since nag-start ako ng work from home, or even I think before working from home, nung kahit nasa company pa ako, I am using whiteboard. Our group is using whiteboard. So, nung nag-work from home na ako, una kong binili whiteboard. Siyempre, aside from all of the things na kailangan mo as a freelancer or working from home, kailangan ko ng whiteboard and maraming markers, iba't ibang kulay. But, it doesn't mean na nire-require ko kayo magkaroon ng whiteboard para magawa yung exercise because you can use a sketchpad or a notebook. Make sure lang na medyo malaki, wag naman sobrang liit kasi baka hindi nyo na masulat. So instead of using whiteboard and post-it, use a sketchpad and then draw the quadrants. So priority 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then lista nyo lang siya. So hindi na post-it, sulat-sulat na lang. For me, whiteboard is more helpful kasi very visual person ako. So itong task na to, itong exercise na to using whiteboard, very helpful siya sa mga visual persons na katulad ko. Yung mga ibang visual persons na walang whiteboard, you can still use your notebook or sketchpad. And yes, she's done! And here is our list. So, meron na tayong list na gagawin for the day. May check box. So, tick lang ng tick pag tapos na. And I hope this helps you. And thank you for helping me. Bye! See you on next. My next topic will be Pomodoro technique. So, I am very excited to explain to you Pomodoro technique, which is very, very, very helpful and efficient for me. So, I'm sharing that for those who want to know more about Pomodoro. Bye! See ya!